Hey guys, I'm Emma and I'm telling you like it is, with a trace of sarcasm and a whole peanut worth of exaggeration. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel because 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of views equals to me starting to make money on YouTube, which would be amazing. So, human sports as perceived by someone who is raised by wolves. No offense was meant or harm was done to humans raised by wolves in the making of this video. But hey, sports are weird. As I get to know humans more, I figured out some of their weird traditions. Like, they enjoy watching others of their species running around in circles. And sweating? Apparently this is fun, and it gives their primal instincts something to do. Here are a few examples of human sports. 1. Baseball. Look, they teach dogs to fetch, but then they do this. Why don't they just catch the ball with their mouths and run on all fours? It'd be a lot easier. But no, they prefer to miss hitting that ball with their mini tree most of the time. But look, when they do manage to hit that ball with the mini tree, they throw the mini tree to the ground and run? I heard humans are abusive towards nature, but this is overkill. You've already killed that tree. Enough is enough. But hey, they seem to like this sport a lot because it makes them salivate. But no humping is involved, so I'm not really sure. 2. Horse racing. Okay, this one makes no sense. Why are they forcing horses to run around in circles? To run back exactly where they started? You're not even going anywhere. And if the goal is speed, why is there a human on top of the horse, just weighing it down? Then they put blinders on the horse? Don't you want your horse to run away at the first sign of danger to protect you, the human on top? Oh, but don't worry, Ma. I'll ask the humans if I can invite the whole pack over to a race for dinner sometime. Hey, would probably improve the horse's race time. 3. Football. Now, even amongst themselves, they can't agree if football is this or if it's this. But this one involves some kind of weird group humping. For something that's called football, they only put their foot on the ball very infrequently, usually after they take their mini breaks. I don't know why they break anyways, but whatever. But why they all want to hump the same person, I really don't know. Also, how does the point system even work? Ma, your guess is as good as mine. Sometimes they travel as a diverse pack, sometimes they don't. But they don't really interact with this subsection of their pack, which is strange, especially since it's usually composed of members of the opposite sex. They also don't hump them? Maybe they do later. I wouldn't know. 4. Soccer. Oh, this one looks like prime mate finding behavior. Preening and looking attractive is part of the tradition. They also tend to show off those legs by actually showing them, sprinting around and kicking very hard. However, there's not much members of the opposite sex close by. In fact, they usually fence them off. They seem to really like that ball though, because they sometimes forget about the game and just play with it. Is there catnip in there? Do humans even like catnip? Some of them like growing it, so that would make sense. Oh, they also like replicating grass with little bits of plastic that smells very weird for some strange reason. Oh, maybe that's their catnip. 5. Boxing. Now, I can get down with some of the things going on in this one. 2 alphas duking it out to determine who's pack leader. Less of those silly costumes humans tend to wear. You know, if they all stopped shaving, they wouldn't have this I'm cold issue. But that's their problem. But apparently this sport is rigged. Ma, they actually pay each other to not win. Who do you know that would actually lose a fight on purpose? Over some bits of tree? Why do humans hate the trees so much? What did the trees do to them? I'm actually afraid to ask. 6. Pole vault. So here's a sport of going over 3 poles. With a pole. They like the poles in this one, apparently. I thought the point of them making fences was to protect their belongings, but apparently an elite few are allowed to practice going over them. But why are they landing on their backs? Even the dumbest cat knows to land on their feet. Man, these humans are dumb. 7. Hockey. Now, this is a strange one. Not only did some humans decided it would be fun to go on that slippery, too thin surface that easily breaks, but they also decided to put some very narrow, sharp objects at the bottom of their feet. Narrow so that it's easy to fall, and sharp so that when they do fall, it hurts them. Why humans haven't evolved to using all fours, I'll never know. So, this one also involves mini tree corpses contorted into weird shapes, obviously, more plastic, and little huts. It also involves humping, but it looks like they get punished for doing that. This is a very counterintuitive sport, Ma. Now, in this sport and in other sports, they have these weird clear things in their mouths as they play. Looks like a choking hazard or like it would prevent them from breathing, but hey, they all seem to do it for some dumb reason. But what is it even? Is it more ice or frozen food? If it's food, that's actually a smart way of carrying food because these sport things, even though they don't seem to have a lot of a purpose, seem to wipe out the humans real fast. 8. Basketball. Honestly, I don't really get what's going on in this sport. Why that ball needs to be bouncing most of the time is beyond me. Why not just grab it with the 2 paws you don't use to run anyway and throw it in the basket? They seem to at least pick people with closer heights to the basket, so at least there's that, but why is it so high up to begin with? Oh wait, I get it. Humans like picking things from tall trees and eating them, so maybe this is their way of helping nature by adding things back up to the trees? But who wants to eat a ball? What strange animals, these humans. 9. Curling. Ma, these humans have a weird fascination for cleaning. That's all I'm gonna say about this one. 10. Snowboarding. Okay, this one is just plain dangerous. They attach their only 2 legs onto a board. So now they only have 1 leg? Then they launch themselves down these big hills just to preen. Look, I think humans should just sniff each other's butts like the rest of us to find mates. Much more efficient, much less dangerous, and a more scientific approach. See, some of them even keep doing this preening stuff when they already have a mate, which makes 0 sense to me. 11. Weightlifting. So apparently, with those 2 legs they don't use for stable walking, they decide to carry heavy stuff just for fun? Look, you sure I'm not a wolf? I think I'd rather be a wolf. 12. Badminton. Now, what is going on? Apparently that thing that's flying around is a birdie? Ma, I've inspected that thing, and that thing was never a bird. Now, that I'm sure. But why are they running around such a small space? They're basically running around in circles to keep this thing off the floor, where it belongs in the first place. These humans give themselves the weirdest obstacles, I swear. 13. Archery. So this one makes some sense. They used to do this to hunt their prey. Why they don't use their bare paws and teeth like the rest of us is questionable, but whatever. But the fact that they still do this beats me. If we didn't have to hunt as much, I'm sure we'd find better ways of occupying our time, like spending time with our families and friends. They say this is how they communicate with them, but I'm not convinced. I'm not even sure if it's a differently colored tree or a leaf. Yeah, no, they're probably just stroking leaves after they've killed the whole forest. Weirdos. So that was 13 sports explained by someone who was raised by wolves. I actually like playing sports, but I've got to admit, there's always been a part of me that's like, and who thought this was a good idea? If you love this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and tell me below what sport doesn't make sense to you and why. I'll most likely agree. Thanks, guys.